Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So a very nice bounce back today as we were selling off leading into CPI. We had a spike as we did have a slight increase in CPI. However, we did digest, continued on down, looking to see if we can have a bounce. And now we are sitting on a nice bounce, looking to see if we can continue. And I wanted to go and update you guys on CEI. A lot of people are curious if CEI is going to continue. What exactly has to happen for CEI to continue? I'm going to go over this with you guys. Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates every single day that I mentioned throughout the week. Again, if you are a day trader or you're just tired of looking at the market all throughout the day and you'd rather have someone to do it for you, go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. Now, jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the S&P 500, again, this is the SPY. Again, we did have our lows from yesterday that we did close at, and then we did have a nice spike today. Looking to see if we can continue on into higher highs here in the market. Again, we have been talking about how we are testing our 50-day moving average, and we have not held the body of the candle below our 50-day moving average, showing us that we are consolidating here, looking for a possible bounce or looking for a possible continuation on down. Again, we do have our decrease in sell volume, showing us that we are more so consolidating at this point in time, looking for that overreaction to the upside, or if we are going to possibly continue on down, I'm going to go over exactly which level we would be looking for. Now, as you guys can see on our MACD, we do have our EMA lines that are crossing down here. We are above our MACD, showing us that we still could continue on up. So if we are looking for stronger pressure to the upside, we do want to see white shaded lines coming in here, and we do have our EMA lines again still crossing down. We want to see if our EMA lines can cross back up here. Now, as you guys can see, we have the bottom end of our Bollinger Band pointing up here, showing us that we are looking for a possible bottom. We could have a possible bounce here just because we are not over compressing to the downside. Now, if our lower end of this Bollinger Band was pointing down, then we would be showing decompression to the downside, showing us that we could have an overreaction to the downside. Now, quick reminder, we are leading into a 3-day weekend. Friday is Good Friday, so we could have more so consolidation going to tomorrow, looking for overreaction to the upside or the downside after the weekend. We could have any news that comes out with Russia and Ukraine over the weekend, so very much going to be speculative on a Thursday leading into the weekend, as most Fridays have been pretty choppy. We'll see exactly how the market does hold. I would be looking for that body of the candle to hold below this 50-day moving average and drop below 435 if I was playing to the downside. However, to have that bounce back again, looking for these EMA lines to cross back up and looking for these white shaded lines here on the MACD to continue on with buy pressure to the upside. So again, just looking for these bounce backs or looking for that continuation on down here. I definitely would be careful at this level. Again, a very nice bounce back from this 435 level today. However, we are sitting more so on an indecisive candle. So we want to see if we are going to bring that indecisiveness to the upside or the downside leading into next week, in my opinion. Now, I wanted to go over CEI with you guys. A lot of people are curious if we're going to break over $1, if we're going to continue on like we have been. Now, looking at the daily chart with you guys here on CEI, again, we had a major breakout just under $5 previously. Mentioned this one in the Instables room multiple times on this major breakout. And then we did have a large short attack. We did mention this one on that large short attack before it did happen. And then we did continue on down. Now, as you guys can see, we have been looking to see if we can get our 20-day moving average to cross back over our 50 cents. We did have that pullback. And as you guys can see, we did have that continuation. We had that major breakout up to $1.98. We did mention this one in the Instables room on this bounce as well. Now we are looking to see if we can continue on with this momentum that we had today. As you guys can see, overall on our daily chart, we are on an indecisive green candle here, showing us that we are looking for a continuation. Again, we do need to bounce back over our 20-day moving average to possibly continue here. As you guys can see, we do have our wick to the upside, showing us that we are not overreacting to the upside for a major breakout. However, that $1 mark will be very key to have an overreaction intraday. I definitely would be careful. Just looking for that break over $1, in my opinion, would be the safer play here. As you guys can see, we have our MACD on the 5-minute here that was crossing down. So it did show us that we were losing momentum to the upside. And sure enough, we did get that increase in sell pressure. Now we do have white shaded lines showing us that we were decreasing in sell pressure. So again, keeping this buy pressure on the watch. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts throughout the day, I know the market has been very choppy. Most breakouts have been pre-market news into open. We mentioned pre-market news before market open every single day. Major breakouts like we mentioned from yesterday's video with ATER. A very simple breakout, in my opinion, breaking over $5. Now, not every breakout is pre-market news into open, just like we had with ATER today. A nice breakout over $5, overreacting to the upside, up to $6.47. Mention this one, higher risk at the top. So again, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instables that have been coming over and supporting the channel every single day, I appreciate every one of you guys. We will continue to go at it. Again, we are leading into a 3-day weekend tomorrow, so we'll see exactly how the market reacts. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.